sound just like a dragon. And I put that on my mama. I ain't gonna raise a son. He ain't gonna have to pick up. He ain't gonna have to. He know his daddy had a platinum run. I like my family too concentrated. I'm holding down my family. I told him promise I made it. My little bro took my chain. He said look amazing. My grandma told me I look like I wanted vague. Too passionate. Remember days we wouldn't have.
Thanks for spending Valentine's Day with us. We've got a match made in heaven coming your way on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Hey, Allie.
The NBA is creating international hoops academies. Commissioner Silver said, quote, historically, we were more passive, but through Yao Ming, we were able to introduce hundreds of millions of people to the NBA. If we can help train other great players in these markets, it'll have a huge impact on our business. Brian?
Yeah, smart move. Thanks, Allie. A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Wagner and Banchero at the forward slots. In the backcourt, it's Anthony and Suggs, and it's Carter in at the center position. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. And it's Siakam in at the 5 spot.
For Orlando, the 2021 trade deadline marked a turn to a new direction. I mean, the Magic trading away Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier, and Nikola Vucevic indicated they were clearly going another way. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Stolen by Carter. And here's Anthony. On the wing, Suggs. Fires for 3. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist from Suggs.
3 points.
Well, with those 2021 Magic deals, what do you think of hitting the reset button, Clark?
You know, B.A., I like it. I think it was time. That group had not quite made the progress that was expected. And at some point, you've got to determine whether you're better off changing course or going with the status quo. So I like the moves they made. A youth movement in Orlando shows promise going forward.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Left side, Barnes. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Wagner. And he banks in the layup.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, staying with it and looking to expand this margin. Hard-nosed takes like that will certainly help.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Stolen by Anunoby. Here comes Toronto on the push. Will it go? And the layup by Barnes.
First bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Orlando has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Suggs. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to duck it home.
And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul.
Gary Trent Jr. That's his first personal foul.
Pass to Suggs.
First team foul.
Anunoby with a double team. Down low. Here's Anthony. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Anthony's got 5 now.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. No good that time.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Another shot. And the layup is good by Carter. Carter's got his second bucket on the night.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Trent. Here's the break.
Anunoby with it. Wagner picks him up, and Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen by Carter.
Not a smart pass, and he knows it. Got to disguise your intentions better than that.
Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Pass to Van Vliet. The three. And Barnes, the bucket. On the assist by Van Vliet. He's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 5. The shot, no good. Siakam against Carter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And at this point, we're just about halfway through the season. Some teams, Clark, playing great basketball right now.
And the real challenge is to maintain that if you're one of those teams, to continue to play at a high level, to continue to trust and put in the work to perform.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Inside, Banchero, and he jams it home with authority.
Easy look provided by Wendell Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can share the rock.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
Using focus and balance to convert jumpers. Wow. Siakam has really improved his shooting.
Orlando calls timeout. Orlando leading. Wagner outside. Cash money on the open jump shot. Wagner's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Another thing they're doing right early on tonight is attacking the offensive glass. Just outworking the defense and winning second chances at the hoop.
And the Magic making a change here. Isaac's checked in. Here's Suggs. Here's Carter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, when we talk about the modern big, Carter Jr. is a great example of it. He can shoot. He boards it. He's got good size and a pretty diverse skill set. After getting moved from Chicago in 2021, Wendell Carter Jr. came to the Magic with a bit of a chip on his shoulder, something to prove, an added edge, and I think that has served him well in his development.
So it's Orlando now. The Raptors making their last shot. Isaac finds Anthony. Here's Suggs. And the layup is good off the glass. Suggs has got 7 points.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
And Carter Jr., he showed tremendous growth in the 2021-22 season.
Yeah, he sure did, B.A. He saw increased efficiency across the board. I mean, it really was around the rim, though, where he made his greatest strides. Showed improved low post scoring, improved low post moves, and defensively, he was an anchor for Orlando.
No team has had to make more sacrifices losses than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Birch, he's checked in for Toronto. Pass to Anthony. And Banchero with the bucket. And the assist by Anthony.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
To the paint. Here's Barnes. Oh, rejected by Isaac. It's stolen by Trent. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
You know, he's gifted with incredible length. Isaac is almost a footer. 7 feet, that is, so he should pile up the block shots.
And is blocked. Here's Van Vliet. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Orlando has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Suggs. Trent with a double.
And now I think they've got to be really careful with the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
And for Jalen Suggs, the shot is a work in progress still. His form is mostly fine, but execution and decision-making needs to improve.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Trent. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Okeke comes in for Anthony. Well, Orlando's shooting a phenomenal 60% on the first. Here's Isaac. Good on the 13-footer. And the Magic lead by 11. And Suggs had a rough year shooting as a rookie, Grant.
He really did. I mean, played too fast at times. The shot will come as he slows his game down. Still, he has great upside, but must get his shot on track.
2 points. That one goes.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes, to the middle. Outside for Porter. Van Vliet outside.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around. Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Toronto calls timeout. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here's Van Vliet. 20 points for him last game against Detroit.
And more impressive to me than his scoring was his playmaking. Really an all-around offensive clinic. Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And you know what he does? I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Orlando calls timeout. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Here's a Kiki. The floater. Here's Wagner. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Anunoby. The Magic making their last shot.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
To the inside. And it's Isaac with the basket on the assist from Suggs. Isaac's got 6 points.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
What a play. I mean,
and that'll trigger a coach's challenge. They'd like to have him take a closer look at the basket interference call.
We see this call disputed a lot. It's a hard one to get right. With that much action around the rim, it's tough to see who might have interfered.
And even in slow-mo, Grant, it's not easy to sort out. But at least it gives the officials the chance to look as close as they can. And, you know, they just didn't have clear-cut evidence needed to overturn the call. That one will stand.
Well, you can't fault them for asking for the review. The points at stake, you don't want there to be a gray area on basket interference. There's just a lot of wide-open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Porter. A 20-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Ross passes to Wagner. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Porter. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Yeah, they're... getting pummeled on the offensive board so far.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Timeout called. The Raptors. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
The Raptors making a switch here. Hill's checked in. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to be on George Hill.
Suggs doing a nice job being aggressive. They're challenging defenders and getting rewarded with the call.
Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite memories of that time?
None, B.A. You know I was hurt the entire time while I was in Orlando. No, but in all seriousness, they were great people, great city, and it was fun to see young guys like Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard get drafted and emerge as great players and leaders for their ball club.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Here's Okeke. Pass to Isaac. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. Here's Hill, averaging around 5 points a game. A shot to stop the drought, and it's good on the lay-in.
Really flashy display by Hill. Really doing whatever he wants with the ball in his hand.
And George Hill picks up the foul. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. That one misses.
They're really not doing themselves any favors picking up this many fouls so early.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Young, the pass to Porter. And it's Okeke with a rebound. Okeke's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Ross. The baseline Jay. And he knocks the jumper down.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Hill can't connect. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Isaac. Wagner with it. Checked by Hill. Here's Suggs. Banked it in off the glass. Suggs has got 16 points now.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Boucher. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And George Hill picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2.
Shooting for Orlando, Jalen Suggs at the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
He's perfect from the line this time. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. It's the Magic just dominating this one. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Get loud, Theo. It's time for your mark.
And as our coverage continues, happy Valentine's Day again to everyone out there. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Toronto shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Otto Porter is out there with Kim Birch. And it's Siakam in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Wagner. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Wagner's got 8.
Really good work by Wagner there, turning that miss into a make. Those are the type of baskets that can swing games sometimes.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
They get it back. Here's Wagner. And yep, it's good.
There's been no question as to which team is attacking the offensive glass harder.
Yeah, they have the advantage. A big one in second chance points. Those extra possessions really help an offense, and it demoralizes. The defense.
Scotty Barnes checked in for Toronto. Banchero's checked in for Orlando. So it's Toronto now. The Magic making their last shot. And the basket by Trent.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Orlando has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Here's Wagner. No good on the shot. And Toronto will come the other way. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That'll conclude their longest homestand of the season. 5 games. And the basket by Birch. Birch has got his first 2 points of the night.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Wagner outside. Takes one from 10 feet. That one off the back iron and out.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach. And Franz Wagner, one of the surprises of the 2021 rookie class. He had a great rookie campaign. One of a handful of terrific rookies.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, it's a new day in Orlando. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley continues to lay the foundation for the team they want to be. A, quote, tough-talking, tied-together defensive team that plays offensively with pace, space, and the pass. Brian, say that 5 times fast.
Well done, Allie. Thank you. It'll be fun to watch him build. And Wagner wasn't viewed as an exciting selection. He's been terrific, Grant.
Yeah, you know, he finds ways to contribute each game. You knew he'd be a solid shooter out of the gate, but he also has a great touch in and around the paint to be a threat inside.
Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. The 3 from Barnes. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Outside Ross. Back to Anthony. It's Ross on the wing. And another miss by Orlando. Toronto has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And there's the call on Kim Birch. That's foul number 2 for him.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Anthony finds Ross. And rejected. Here's Van Vliet. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wagner outside. Shot to end the cold streak. Toronto grabs the miss. Birch has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Here's Siakam. And the step-back jumper is good. Siakam's got 12 points in the game.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Orlando calls timeout, and every team has them. Those games where you just don't have it. Why does that happen, Grant?
Well, B, I think, first of all, 82 games. It's a grind of a season. You factor in traveling, injuries, players out for different reasons. You're going to have moments like this where it just doesn't happen. You know what you do? You learn from it, you move on, and you get ready for the next night.
Replicate those dance moves, folks. Let's hear it for your raptors, little ballers.
So it's Orlando now. Now here's Ross.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Inside, Trent. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, you've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Pass to Birch. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Magic ball.
Orlando has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Wagner outside. Looking to end the drought. Oh, Siakam with the block.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Knocks down the triple. Trent's got 13.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game, his second in this quarter.
Pass to Wagner. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
And the basket by Birch.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Rebounded by Birch. Toronto has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Trent for 3. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Barnes. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. He's got 10.
This second quarter, he's been much better, improving over that slow start.
Ross finds Anthony. Isaac, right side. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
And Isaac, really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
And Barnes with a basket. The assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 assists here tonight. Anthony with it. 17 points for him. Last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Puts up the 8-footer. Oh, Siakam with the block. Van Vliet against Ross. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground. Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Fires the three. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got his 4th assist with that last one. Orlando has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Ross against Trent. Tries to break his ice. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Burks the pass to Barnes. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Barnes has got 14.
He's on a roll in this quarter. The defense better be careful.
Isaac left side. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Barnes finds Trent. And the Raptors, another 3.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Outside Ross. Barnes against Wagner. Here's an 8-footer. He can't get it to go. Siakam with the defensive effort. Trent, the pass to Van Vliet. And the shot goes in. Now just a 5-point Magic lead.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Anthony against Van Vliet. Here's Isaac. It's Ross on the wing. There's the triple. Pass to Banchero. And finally, they hit one. He's got 10. Toronto shooting 56% today. The kick out to Van Vliet. Now here's Trent. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Wagner. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Orlando leading. Outside Ross. Barnes against Wagner. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Barnes has got 6 rebounds in the game.
When Franz Wagner went 8th overall to Orlando in the 2021 draft, his family was ecstatic. Him and his brother Mo, teammates with the Magic. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that if you're Wagner.
Now here's Siakam. A 35-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And he was a monster on the glass. Really helped them control that part of the game. And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Here's Van Vliet. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 6 assists now in the game. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Here's Anthony. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Pass to Van Vliet. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
His 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul. Substitution on the court.
Anthony against Van Vliet. And Boucher with the block. And Anunoby for 3. He's off on that one. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Magic out in front. They're up by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm alongside Coach Nick Nurse, and I know you're not too happy with the execution at the defensive end. What needs to be cleaned up?
Yeah, we're making some mistakes on some of the switches. We're making some mistakes on some of the weak side. And then when we did get them to miss a couple, they tipped them right back in. So lots to clean up there.
Okay, it'll be a tough halftime speech from Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Jalen Suggs has been the story in this one. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they perform. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second team.
Jack, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors.
We've got second half action for you. if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Gary Trent.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. In the backcourt, it's Anthony and Suggs. Banchero and Carter Jr. are down low. And it's Wagner in at the 3.
Scotty Barnes.
And he's good on the second. And so here is Orlando. The lead is 2. It's stolen by Trent. He's all alone. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And it's stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Flushes it down to finish the break.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Here's Anthony. After the basket by Toronto. Steps back and fires. Barnes with the rebound.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Orlando has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. Out on his own on the break. And he lays it in on the break. Now it's a 6-point Toronto lead.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Making an impact. I love the aggression. Playing on that front foot and looking to expand their lead.
It's good. Suggs has got 20.
Really good concentration to finish despite the tough defense that time. Jalen Suggs really strong as a finisher.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Wagner outside. Pass to Anthony. Lets it go from deep. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Toronto calls timeout.
You know, since Orlando took him with the 15th pick in the 2020 draft, Cole Anthony has made some huge strides. He went from backup point guard to the #1 guy in literally no time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors Youth Dance Team.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Siakam. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You can see the length come into play whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
At the line for Toronto.
Siakam hits them both. Orlando has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 8 now. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barnes has got 19 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Suggs. Now Carter. He's covered by Siakam. And he comes up with a bucket.
You know, the thing about Carter, even though he loves to play with his back to the bucket, he can also face you up and knock down the jump shot.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Here's Suggs. Wagner outside. And here's Anthony. Here's Banchero. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And that's just inexcusable. I mean, you got to box out Banchero or he'll make you pay dearly.
And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. Orlando grabs the miss. Anthony right side. Over on Anunoby. Here's the second effort. Pass to Anthony. Second chance shot. And it's in there. Now just a 1-point Raptor lead.
They haven't been able to grab many rebounds, getting burned on second chance opportunities.
Big difference in second chance points, and that makes it tough.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star. Someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his third foul so far. Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando.
First team foul. In for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac.
And so here is Orlando. They trail by 3. Anthony against Van Vliet. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Carter. He has 7. Down low. Here's Banchero. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And so he hits both. Now Anthony. He's got 15. Isaac outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
You know, Isaac doesn't mess around close to the rim. When he's got good position, he's forcing the defense to foul.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Raptors have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Here's Anunoby. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Anthony. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Magic.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Anthony misses. Toronto trailing. The kick out to Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Siakam's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Orlando has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Pass to Suggs. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Really good concentration from Suggs there. Pretty good body control, too.
And it's rejected. And that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession Porter Jr., he's checked in for Barnes.
Raptors, Otto Porter.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet sinks it from distance. Van Vliet's got 20.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 15. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Toronto has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Trent on the wing. Trent on the wing. The three is up. They grab their own miss.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And Orlando has possession. The Raptors making their last shot. And that one good. Isaac's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, Isaac is no stranger to contact. Doesn't mind it, embraces it, and as a result, the defense can't bother or distract.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Orlando calls timeout. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher's checked in. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Okeke comes in for Anthony.
I could not replicate those dance moves, folks.
Here's Suggs. Guarded by Van Vliet. Tries yet again. And it's good. 2 points. Banchero's got 18 points in the game.
Hard to defend Banchero this close to the rim. Even when you contest his shot, he can still finish. I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Isaac outside. Pass to Okeke. From 7 feet. And Boucher with the block. And they're able to recover. Here's Suggs. He's guarded by Porter. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 4-point Toronto lead. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well. Well, one more, and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, you know, injuries are probably the most unfortunate reality of the game. Just ask a guy like Chuma Okeke. His start in this league really delayed by injury.
Now here's Wagner. In tight, he gets the jumper to fall. He's got 14.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It doesn't go for him. So Orlando will take it the other way. Injuries certainly have been an early setback for Okiki's career.
They certainly have, B. I loved him when he was in college. Thought he had the potential to be a great player in the NBA. And we're just starting to get to know him as a player because he just hasn't had a chance to really show what he's got. But you definitely can see the potential in him.
Orlando trailing here. Isaac outside. To the paint. Here's Okiki. Rebound by the Raptors. To the middle. Here's Porter. And it's Okiki with a rebound.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Trent with the defensive effort. Toronto has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And there's Siakam. That one's good on the assist from Boucher. Siakam's got 18 points in just the second half. Orlando has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Pass to Isaac. Here's Wagner. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he'll sit the rest of this one out. Birch, he's checked in for Toronto. And a change for the Magic. Anthony's checked in. Young, he's checked in for Birch. And he sinks the second.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Mo Wagner.
14 foul.
That free throw good from Van Vliet.
Line for your Raptors. Fred Van Vliet. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Pass to Okiki. Here's Isaac. It's stolen by Trent. And Young, here we go. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Franz Wagner checked in for Isaac.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
With the drive. Yep, that one goes. Young's got his second basket of the night.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Three-pointer, Anthony.
Orlando foul. Mo Wagner. That's his second personal foul. 15 fouls.
The Raptors with a lead. Here's Van Vliet. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Well, Orlando's shooting an impressive 48% from the floor in the third quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
And given how well he shoots it from the line, this is not a good foul. You got to avoid that at all costs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Anthony. And he might not be the biggest guy on the court, but Cole Anthony is explosive grit.
He is. I mean, he surprises you with how much lift he gets. Fearless when he's going at the rim. He's caught a number of defenders off guard with that burst.
A nice shot by Young.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
To the inside, Wagner. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Orlando grabs the miss. Okiki's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Here's Suggs. Rebound by the Raptors. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Boucher. Inside. Young inside. Wagner's on him. Young misses. And there is a whistle that goes on Otto Porter. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
At the line for the Magic, Franz Wagner. At the line for two.
Shoot two.
Free throw good. Wagner.
No denying the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
Good on both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Toronto has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pure from three-point range. Trent's got 26.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Orlando, Jalen Suggs, taking 2 shots.
Take break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Both shots good from the stripe. So it's Toronto now. 7-point differential. And then Porter with the dunk.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
And here's Anthony. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And he can't get the first one.
Cole Anthony, 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. Just 4 seconds left in the third. Here's Boucher. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Toronto. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Orlando's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. VanVleet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. OG Anunoby out there with Thaddeus Young. And it's Porter in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Stretching the floor, Carter's skill set is as versatile and polished as any other big in that 2018 draft class.
Trent for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Trent's got 29 points.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Wagner outside. Back to Anthony. Carter on the wing. Wagner on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And for the Raptors, they're shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. And down it goes. 2 points. Van Vliet's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Banchero. Up and over Porter. They get the rebound. Wagner. Basket's good.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
Right side Porter. Here's Young. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Really good aggressive take from Suggs, giving the defense no choice but to foul him there.
And the Raptors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Anthony. Pass to Wagner. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
Staying strong against the contact, playing right through it. Wagner fighting for that finish.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Wagner outside. And Young with the block.
Thaddeus Young using that expansive wingspan to put that shot in reverse.
Barnes, it's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Anthony misses.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
They get it again. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Porter gets the bucket.
Porter with a good burst and a live body. He can thrive in transition because of it.
Wagner outside. Oh, no good again that time. Barnes passes to Porter. Back to Barnes. Over Wagner. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Orlando has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, I can't fake it, fellas. I mean, Franz Wagner, 6'9", can make threes, mobile, agile. I'm actually glad I'm just sitting back watching these guys instead of trying to guard them.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Wagner. Both good from the line that time.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's Van Vliet. Outside Porter. Fires from deep. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Suggs. The 3. And another miss by Orlando.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
The drive by Porter. Good on the shot. Porter's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Now here's Wagner, and here's Carter, guarded by Young. Here's Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Banchero's got 20 points.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off. A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
For Orlando, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Pass to Suggs. Back to Anthony. Free throw line jumper. They get it back. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Carter Jr. excels at using that big body of his to take advantage on the board.
Count that bucket. And the Raptors lead by 16.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now here's Anthony. No good on the three.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Porter attacking the rim with bad intentions on his mind. Plenty of bounce still in those legs.
Anthony outside. Here's Banchero. He's guarded by Barnes.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play.
And a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
Here's Anthony. After the basket by Toronto. From downtown. Knocks it down from distance. Anthony's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
There's Young with the three. Another possession, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Pass to Suggs. Here's Banchero. He's guarded by Barnes. And Banchero with the bucket. And the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Barnes. Now here's Porter, defended by Wagner. And another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Pass to Suggs. Down low. It's stolen by Barnes. Young inside. Here's Anunoby. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Suggs. He's guarded by Porter. Anthony outside. Outside Carter. Just 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Barnes. Basket counts. Barnes has got 27.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Here's Suggs. Chalk up 2 there.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
Porter finds Barnes. Doesn't go that time. Now Orlando takes it the other way. Here's Wagner. And another basket for Orlando. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Orlando has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Here's Anthony. Soft touch off the glass. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Anunoby for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game. Orlando has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Anthony, the pass to Wagner, launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Right side Carter. And he drops it in from the low post.
Carter Jr. has the talent to take over games, showing you how dangerous he can be right now.
Toronto calls timeout.
You know, he could see his squad was losing momentum, losing steam. Smart timeout to let them catch their breath and reset.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Cole Anthony.
He's got such great instincts for when and where to move the rock, and I thought he did a really incredible job generating shots for his teammates, and it really put the defense in a bind because he was able to get everybody on this team involved.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Porter Jr. Toronto's gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Van Vliet with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively, and the basket by Van Vliet.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Pass to Suggs. Takes a three. Here's Isaac, and the dunk by Isaac.
Hey, if you're going to get offensive rebounds, you've got to stay active, and Isaac does that, doing a nice job utilizing his reach to snag those second chance opportunities.
On the wing, Suggs. Here's an 8-footer. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
He came in with the aggressive mindset, but didn't quite know how to pull back.
Jones, he's checked in for Van Vliet. The free throw drops for Anthony. And Anthony drops them both. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Jones finds Anunoby. That shot, no good.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Shooting for Orlando.
It's both from the stripe. A minute 31 left in the fourth. Toronto has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Barnes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac, and that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Orlando. They're on a 16-5 run. Here's Suggs. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Here's Anunoby. Yes, it's good.
Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. Going to be a good victory for the Raptors.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
And they end up splitting the 4-game season series. Each team won 2 games, a really even matchup against Orlando.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Fred Van Vliet.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly. There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's Suggs. That one is off.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Timeout called, the Raptors. They're leading by 7. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
That they're hoping to wrap this one up.
You know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left to play in the fourth. Boucher finds Jones. Here's Banton. And they get it back. Young. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And you look at Young, and clearly he's a little undersized when he gets inside, but he knows how to create contact and use his body effectively.
And he's able to hit the second one. And that stretches their lead to 8. Orlando calls timeout. They're behind by 8. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth.
It's time for your north side crew. Come on, everyone. Give it up for the man.
Isaac in the post. So it's Toronto picking up the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this team. Does that bring added pressure?
This is a game that I love, and I just want to have fun playing the game. And I think, I got to just be myself. Like, don't get lost in everything going on. Be yourself. Play basketball, have fun. And, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and play hard.
Guys, he wants the pressure. Thanks, Pascal.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.